Greetings, my dear friends. This is Dreamweaver Mystics, as always. Today I want to talk about a number that follows us everywhere, the number 3. We see it in religion, in mythology, in nature, in art, in everyday life. But why 3? Why not 2, not 4, not 7? What is so special about this number that it has become one of the most important symbols of humanity? Let us try to understand. Let us start with religion. 3 is perhaps the most sacred number in most of the world's beliefs. In Christianity, 3 is the foundation, the Holy Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. 3 persons of one God. 3 days passed from the death of Jesus to his resurrection. 3 kings brought gifts to the newborn Christ. Peter denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed. Christ prayed to the Father 3 times in the Garden of Gethsemane. 3 crosses stood on Golgotha. Darkness covered the land for 3 hours after the crucifixion. 3 Marys came to the tomb. Jesus was tempted 3 times in the desert. 3 theological virtues: faith, hope, and charity. The number 3 appears in the Bible hundreds of times. It symbolizes the fullness of divine perfection. In Hinduism, there is also a trinity, the Trimurti, 3 main gods: Brahma, the creator of the universe; Vishnu, the preserver of cosmic order; and Shiva, the destroyer of the old. 3 forces that govern all existence. Creation, preservation, and destruction are not just actions of gods, they are the cycle of everything. And this is not accidental, because 3 phases exist in everything: birth, life, and physical end; past, present, and future; morning, day, and evening. In Hinduism, there are also 3 gunas, 3 qualities of material nature: sattva, goodness; rajas, passion; and tamas, ignorance. They determine the entire diversity of the world. In Buddhism, the 3 jewels, or 3 refuges: the Buddha, the enlightened one; the Dharma, the teaching; and the Sangha, the community of practitioners. 3 paths to enlightenment, 3 levels of spiritual development, 3 vehicles: Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana. Even the Buddha himself was often depicted with triple symbols: 3 marks of existence: impermanence, suffering, and non-self; 3 turnings of the wheel of Dharma. In Islam, the number 3 also has deep meaning. 3 pillars of faith. The call to prayer, Adhan, is recited 3 times. 3 days of mourning after a death. The formula of divorce, talaq, must be pronounced 3 times to take effect. 3 sacred mosques in Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem. The Prophet Muhammad ascended through the 7 heavens, but in many traditions, 3 stands out as a number of divine completion. In Judaism, 3 patriarchs: Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, with whom the people of Israel began. 3 parts of the Tanakh, the Hebrew Bible: the Torah, law; the Nevi'im, prophets; and the Ketuvim, writings. 3 daily prayers: Shacharit, Mincha, and Mariv. 3 pilgrimage festivals to the ancient temple: Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot. 3 angels visited Abraham. Jonah spent 3 days inside the whale. Why do all religions love the number 3 so much? Perhaps because 3 is the smallest number that creates structure. 2 is opposition, conflict. 3 is reconciliation, balance. Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. beginning, middle, and end. It is the number of completeness and harmony. Now let us look at numerology. People born under the number 3, that is, those born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of any month, as well as those whose birth date sums to 3, 12, 21, or 30, have a special character. 3 is the number of intellect, curiosity, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. These people are walking encyclopedias. They absorb information like a sponge, love to read, research, and understand complex topics. They have excellent memory and analytical minds. They can connect facts from different fields, science, art, history, philosophy, and see the big picture where others see only scattered pieces. They often become teachers, writers, scientists, researchers, librarians, those who not only accumulate knowledge, but also generously share it with others. But 3 has a dark side too. They can be overly critical, both of themselves and of others. Their perfectionism sometimes borders on obsession. It is hard for them to relax and simply enjoy life because their head is constantly occupied with new questions and the search for answers. Their thirst for knowledge can become an escape from reality, when it is easier to retreat into the world of books and theories than to solve everyday problems or build relationships. They can be absent-minded, forgetting important meetings because they stayed up too late reading. The task of those born under the number 3 is to learn to balance intellect and feelings, not to focus only on knowledge, but to live with the heart as well, to share their wisdom, but not to be a bore, to remember that information is not everything, and sometimes you just need to breathe, turn off the computer, and enjoy a sunset or a conversation with a loved one. Now let us go into the world of mythology. The number 3 is one of the most common in the mythologies of all peoples of the world. It permeates legends, tales, and epics from Scandinavia to Australia. Let us recall ancient Greek mythology. 3 Olympian brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, drew lots and divided the sky, the sea, and the underworld between themselves. Thus they became kings of 3 worlds. 3 Moirai, goddesses of fate. Clotho spins the thread of life. Lachesis measures its length, and Atropos cuts the thread when the hour comes. Even the gods cannot change what the Moirai have predetermined. 3 Graces, Aglaia, Euphrosyne, and Thalia, goddesses of joy, delight, and elegance. The 3-headed dog Cerberus, with the head of a lion, the body of a dog, and the tail of a dragon, guards the gates of the underworld so that no one may leave. Heracles had to perform 3 labors to atone for his guilt before the gods. 3 sisters, Gorgons, Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa, monstrous women with snakes for hair, whose gaze turned people to stone. Only Medusa was mortal, and it was she who was defeated by the hero Perseus. 3 judges of the underworld, Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Aeacus, decide where the soul will go after death: to Elysium, heaven; to Tartarus, hell; or to the Asphodel fields, the place for ordinary souls. In Norse mythology, 3 Norns, goddesses of fate, who sit at the roots of the world tree Yggdrasil. Earth, past; Verthandi, present; and Skuld, future, do not just watch over fate, they spin it, carve runes on the tree, and determine the life of every being. 3 gods stand out especially: Odin, the supreme god of wisdom and magic; Thor, the god of thunder and protector of humans; Loki, the god of cunning and deceit. Three roots of Yggdrasil. One goes to the world of the giants, another to the world of humans, the third to the underworld. In Slavic mythology, three main gods: Svarog, the god of the sky and blacksmithing; Perun, the god of thunder and war; Veles, the god of cattle, wealth, and the underworld. Three heads of the dragon Zmei Gorenik, the most famous dragon of Russian fairy tales. Three Bogatyr brothers, three journeys of Ilya Muromets, three sons of a father in countless folk tales. You need to walk around something 3 times to complete a ritual. The phrase, "faraway kingdom, the 30th state," which in Old Russian meant a very distant land, begins many magical tales. In Egyptian mythology, the triad of gods: Osiris, god of resurrection; Isis, goddess of magic; and Horus, god of the sky. 3 times of day, morning, noon, and evening, which were associated with different forms of the sun god Ra: Khepri, the morning sun; Ra, the midday sun; and Atum, the evening sun. 3 main cult cities: Thebes, Memphis, and Heliopolis. In Indian mythology, 3 worlds: heaven, Swarga; earth, Prithvi; and the underworld, Patala. 3 gods rule these worlds: Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, already mentioned. 3 steps of Vishnu, with which he measured the entire universe. 3 circumambulations around a sacred tree by one who asks for a wish to be granted. 3 Vedas, the most ancient sacred texts: the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, and the Samaveda. In Chinese mythology, the 3 pure ones, the highest deities of Taoism. 3 epochs of the reign of mythical emperors. And of course, the triple bow, a gesture of deep respect. 3 treasures in traditional Chinese medicine and philosophy: Jing, essence; Qi, energy; and Shen, spirit. In Japanese mythology, the 3 sacred treasures of the imperial house: the mirror, symbol of wisdom; the sword, symbol of valor; and the jewel, symbol of benevolence. These 3 items remain the main symbols of the Japanese monarchy to this day. Why are there so many 3s in the myths of the world? Because 3 is the number of the cycle: birth, life, and natural end; creation, preservation, renewal through destruction; beginning, middle, end. Every story in every culture has 3 parts: setup, climax, and resolution. Every hero undergoes 3 trials, receives 3 magical objects, meets 3 helpers. Every battle in epic poetry lasts 3 days, and the 3rd day becomes decisive. 3 is a magical number. It is the number of fullness and completeness. It did not accidentally become sacred in all corners of the earth where people lived. 3 is everywhere in our lives. The 3 dimensions of space: length, width, height. The 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. The 3 times: past, present, future. The 3 stages of human life: childhood, adulthood, and old age. 3 meals a day, 3 times 8 hours in a day. 8 hours of sleep, 8 of work, 8 of rest. The triad of thought, word, deed. First we think, then we speak, then we act. Mother, father, child. Body, soul, spirit. Mind, will, emotions. Why do we love three so much? Because our brain is wired that way. Two is too simple. A binary opposition of good-evil does not give diversity. Four is already complex. Our brain cannot always hold more than 3 or 4 elements in working memory at once. 3 is ideal. 3 is memorable. 3 is persuasive. That is why all successful slogans have 3 parts. That is why in fairy tales there are 3 heroes, 3 trials, 3 riddles, 3 magical objects. That is why in public speaking you are advised to give 3 arguments, no more, no less. 3 is the number of harmony. 3 is the number of completeness. 3 is the number of creation and knowledge. And that is all for today. This was Dreamweaver Mystics. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and write in the comments, do you notice the number 3 in your life? Maybe you were born on the 3rd, 12th, or 21st. Or does this number follow you? Share your story. I read everything. And remember, everything in the world tends toward 3, and that is not accidental. Until next time.